All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Here I have some very interesting news. Okay, as of today, September 1st, Sunday, it says here, brace for higher prices. New round of U.S. China tariffs comes into force. All right, and as I read in the article, it'll tell you how this is gonna start affecting the U.S. consumers. You know, meaning retail prices for certain things are gonna start going up. Okay, and average families are gonna get hit hard with this. All right, so it says here, trade war between the world's largest economies entered a new phase on Sunday as U.S. tariffs targeting Chinese-made products and Beijing's retaliatory hikes on American imports both kick in. Now, keep this in mind. Well, when I get there, I'll let you know. It says Washington introduced 15% tariffs, hiked from previous 10% at 12:01 on the first day of September. That's today. It is the first portion of tariffs targeting a combined total of $300 billion worth of Chinese goods threatened by Washington, and that's a lot. It says with another batch scheduled for December 15th. Okay? So the oh man, it says what? Separately, the US will rise the existing 25% tariff on $250 billion worth on Chinese products to 30% starting next month. So you have the tariffs that kicked in, all right, today, and it by December 15th, another one is gonna kick in. But separately from those two, you have another one that's gonna kick in next month. All right. Now keep in mind, December 15th. That's what in the holiday season, right? Right before Christmas, right? Now, as I read the article, it'll tell you how a lot of these items are the retail stores are telling you that they're gonna have to start increasing prices. And when stores start increasing prices, people start to buy things. People don't buy as much things as they would. All right. And with the American economy already doing bad as it is, like I said, they count on the holiday season for people to do the most shopping. Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, all these different days. But when prices go up with the holiday spirit that's already dying, all right, people are not going to be inclined to be buying things anymore because now Christmas presents are getting so expensive. You know, Halloween costumes are going out the roof. You know, TVs and all these sales and deals, man, is getting crazy. And on top of that, you have a lot of these stores closing down. So now you have a limited range to shop from. And in those places, they're telling you prices are going up, including sneakers. I remember when sneakers used to be, 100. You could get some good sneakers for 120, 100. Now that joint is 170, 190, plus tax 2 something. Damn. you know? And it's telling you the consumers are consumers are about to start feeling it. And when that happens, guess what? The demand for things are gonna go down because people are not gonna be buying as much. All right, you think when all this kicks in, they're gonna increase your pay to accommodate for this? No. So it says here, the 122-page list, effective from September 1st, which once again that's today, covers a wide range of products and notably many everyday household items worth between $112 billion and $150 billion, according to various estimates. It says, for example, the targeted items include suits, jackets, skirts. Now, jackets, we're coming into winter season, right? Skirts, shirts, among other different clothing and accessories. And clothing and accessories are things that people buy very frequently, because people buy clothes based on the season, right? So when it gets cold, you buy things like jackets and coats and boots, right? And hats. Hats are accessories. Okay, gloves, accessories. All right. When it gets hot, you get shirts, t-shirts, all these different things. So very soon, people are gonna start feeling that effect. All right, of this trade war, man. Because right now it's just, oh, they kicked in tariffs, oh, they replied with tariffs. But people are gonna start, even the average American citizens are gonna start to understand more when they start feeling it. Damn, yo, that costs that much now? Damn, that's crazy. Then they understand, wait, oh, it's because of this trade war thing, you know? And it's only gonna get worse. All right. So it says, oh, keep that in mind, as well as a wide range of footwear. Hmm. The American Apparel and Footwear Association has said that more than 90% of apparel, nearly 70% of home textiles, and more than half of footwear imports from China will be affected by the levies that come into effect on Sunday, which is what? Today. Okay? And a lot of these things you buy, you look at the collar or you look around it, it'll tell you made in China. Okay? Them sweatshops and all that, man. Your sneakers that you buy for hundreds of dollars, they make it over there for cheap. But guess what? When them tariffs kick in, now you got to pay more. Because they got to pay more. It says the tariff hikes will also affect goods for babies, such as diapers, pacifiers, as well as TV panels, coffee, whiskey, dairy products. All right, ice cream is dairy, milk is dairy, meat, cheeses, and textbooks. And I'll tell you something about textbooks, man. Listen, I'm in college. All right, them textbooks, they charge you out the ass. Like they be raping your wallets with the textbooks, man. So if they about to take that up, man, bruh. It says the latest tariff hike is feared to be a painful blow to American businesses, which cannot absorb all the levies and subsequently will hurt consumers, who will eventually bear the cost of the tariffs. Even before US President Donald Trump announced a 5% increase in tariffs last week, Wall Street Mayor JP Morgan Chase warned that the hiked duties would cost the average American household roughly $1,000 a year. Now, they said this was before he announced the 5% increase. So as this keeps going on, how much more do you think this is going to affect you? You know? It says various industry associations have already cried foul against Trump's tariffs. Most of them including US-based footwear companies, the National Retail Federation, and the American Chamber of Commerce in China, have warned that retailers would be forced to raise prices and have stressed that the tariffs would thus hit average American families hard. Now, really think about this. If retailers raise prices, right, certain retail stores that people barely go to now, people are going to stop going there. Because they're going to be like, why should I go waste money over here? Everything is damn near expensive, and it's not even all that. So if I used to buy, let's say, hoodies from American Eagle, but I like H&M's hoodies better, guess what? If I can't afford both of them, I'm going to stop buying hoodies from American Eagle, and I'm going to go to H&M and buy hoodies there. Because even if the prices are higher, I know that I like the quality better. So let me go there. You know? Instead of going to Skechers, I'm just going to go to Nike. Because hell, if I'm paying more for both anyway, I might as well just pick the one that will be more beneficial to me. So what does that do to stores like American Eagle and Skechers? And these are just examples. But what does that do to them? Now they have to cut payroll because now they're not getting as much customers. You know, they're not hitting their forecast. They're not comping for the day. They're not making as much money as they need to keep the company going. Because remember, you got to pay a lot of things. All right, when you're in a retail store. So what does that mean? Now they start cutting. When they cut payroll, that means they're either decreasing the amount you're getting or they're firing a lot of people. Okay, and what happens when you fire a lot of people in places like flagship stores and all that? Because flagship stores are big stores. But if you're losing workers because customers are not coming into the store, you're going out of business. See how that works? And if you go out of business, then that means the people you fired go out of a job. And if they go out of a job with prices of things getting expensive, because it's not just clothes, it's food as well. Now what do? Are they all going to file for unemployment? Certain benefits that Trump is taking away as well? Now what are they going to do? Let's say your area gets hit with a major natural disaster, right? And everybody's rushing to the supermarkets. Now what are you doing? Man, you see how this all can hey man, let me just keep reading. Uh it says here, China hits back. Part of Beijing's tit for tat tariff, tit for tat response also comes into force on Sunday, the very minute U.S. tariffs are effective. The tariffs, ranging from 5 to 10% on $75 billion worth of American imports, are split into batches, just like the U.S. ones, with the second round set to be imposed mid-December. Now, China is hitting you with just what? Just 5 to 10%. Trump is at 25%, trying to take it up to 30. So let's say China was to say, you know what, to hell with this, to hell with these trade talks. We're opening up 15, 20, 25%. You know Trump is going to take it higher. All right? Because he puts his pride before the well-being of you people. So don't think, because he cares about American people, no. He's not going to put his pride aside on some, damn, I should maybe give in because of American. No. Forget that. All right. So it says here, split into batches just like the U.S. ones, with the second round set to be imposed mid-December. Beijing. So it's gonna be a very, very interesting end of the year. All right. Beijing's levies that will take effect on Sunday are thought to target around $30 billion worth of U.S. imports and mostly affect products that are sensitive for the U.S. agricultural sector. For example, soybeans will face an extra 5% tariff, while beef and pork will be hit with additional 10% duties. Now, you got to keep in mind as well, man, with all those, we're in hurricane season now, all right? And then you had all of those floods that were hitting the south, all right, preventing farmers, okay, from planting crops, all right? It killed a lot of the livestock. Guess what? That's not just going to get swept under the rug. Very soon you're gonna start feeling the effects of that. Okay, and when a nation starts running low on certain natural resources or certain foods, okay, which remember it goes based off of the season. So if the season of planting and harvesting comes, and you can't reap what you sowed because you couldn't sow anything, what do you think is gonna happen throughout? So it says here, when China announced the retaliatory measure in response to U.S. tariff increase last week, Trump immediately increased by 5% the tariff rates he'd earlier promised. So you see? So like I said, if they were to increase that past 10% to 15 or 20%, what do you think Trump would do? But it says here, further escalating trade tensions. Beijing did not then follow suit, stressing that while it has ample means for retaliation, it wants the two sides to continue trade negotiations. But listen, when this starts really hurting them and putting the squeeze on their economy, they're gonna follow suit with those retaliations. And the I forgot what it was, the stock indicator or something like that is dipping to all-time lows. Okay? Showing you that the economy is just giving out. They can't hide it anymore. And so at a time like this where the economy is doing bad and people are in fears of a recession, you have this going on. Like I said, pay attention to getting to the end of the year. All right, when more and more of these tariffs continue to kick in and it builds up and it starts affecting not only China and Russia, China and the U.S., but it starts affecting you specifically as American consumers. Okay, because how do you think the economy stays afloat? You need people to supply and demand. Okay, you need people to buy things. So hey, this is very interesting, and we're gonna continue to watch and see how it plays out because hey, once again we understand that it's the doing of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and we're gonna see how he sets it all up, man. But hey, this is more news pertaining to prophecy and getting closer and closer to that economic collapse. All right, so just stay watching, man. With that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hope this was edifying to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.